Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Oh, happy Wednesday. I once again want to complain about the holidays. So I had a good time in the classroom today. I teach calculus at a community college, and one of my students had a funny way of doing a math problem, and he quickly realized that it didn't work very well. And I was showing him how to think about the problem to avoid the same kind of mistakes, right? How to use uh, some mind tricks to avoid the same kind of mistakes, and it's all good. Unfortunately, one of my students gave me a tough moment today because he innocently enough asked me how my holiday weekend was, and that's a tough one for me, as you guys know. And it's super unfair. We got Thanksgiving coming up, and I really have a good time working here. I made the mistake. I was looking for other work I could do during the holiday season, but I made a mistake. I had interviewed for a tutoring center at Kumon, and uh, I spoke a little bit too much, and the interviewer got the sense that I might leave the job after the holiday season. Long story short, that's what happened. I'll give another center another try. After all, other people tend to leave during the holidays, so it might not be too hard to find other work. But to give you an idea of how messed up things are, I have become extremely irritable as a result of the anxiety and the heartache situation. I went to my favorite grocery store to pick up some comfort foods earlier today, and I got really irritable at what was going on with the intercom. What had happened was my favorite song, I won't say what song it is here because I don't want people to comment on that, was playing on the intercom, but they kept interrupting it with paging people, with advertisements about something being on sale. And finally, I cussed out in the middle of a store, right? And I hope none of my students saw me because that happened here in Apache Junction. But I wasn't upset at anybody. I was just irritable, and I let's just make it straight out here. I don't like the holidays, and I earlier today when the student asked me, I almost thought about telling him straight up that I don't like the holidays. I don't. I really don't. I pretended to when he asked me. I was so upset it probably already showed anyway. It probably already showed anyway, so probably didn't need to say it anyhow. But anyway, this is why. And then on top of not having anything to do on the holidays, you add insult to injury. A lot of times when I want to take a day off, I can't. Right. So I get a lot of days off when I don't want to take off, and vice versa. Right. Especially the days that are not holidays, because then I get to go somewhere and actually have it be in a good situation. For example, you guys know that I love making Lego art, right? I would so much love to take a day off that wasn't Christmas so that I could go to the Lego store to show off my creations or to go look for some exotic pieces, right? Uh, I would so much love to go to my favorite restaurant on a day that's not Christmas Day when it's not going to be super busy, right? Or go to my favorite theme park on a day that where the lines aren't going to be so crazy, right? And I can't do that. And meanwhile, holidays come, and I feel like I'm put in jail for the duration of that holiday, right? I was just thinking if only we had a time machine, right? And I could jump into that machine, and it would accelerate me to the speed of light, and I would fly around for a number of weeks until the holidays passed, and then I would come out on January 2nd. If only we had that, right? I would so much love to board a machine like that. The closest thing I have to that is getting myself lost with my computer games and with my art projects, and sometimes entire weeks can really fly by when I do that, right? That's the closest approximation I have to a time machine, right? I'll probably make use of that.